Alright, welcome back to the rest of the story. Dad and Ryan are back at equipment in the shed. 76 in the round baler. Well, the round baler got cleaned off, the 76 got sprayed off. It's the first time in about 3 years I've actually washed down the round baler. I do not like to do this, largely because I don't like any potential rust forming on the rolls, on any of the sliding points for the net wrap, and of course you don't want the bearings to catch water. So what I'm going to do, I did avoid getting the bearings hit too much at all with the pressure washer, but I'm going to go ahead, I'm actually going to run this and we're going to put it away for the winter. It's going to go down to my place. The screen is awfully dirty. We're going to back this in down at my place. I do have a bunch of work planned for it before the next hay season. We're done with it for the year. We went through and ran some fodder through, and literally the worst crop to run through probably any machine. I mean, the teeth are exactly that. They are 3 years old, which they aren't really holding up that bad, but I actually went through the other day. I have a couple brand new ones right there in the middle, and that's what typically happens. You lose all your teeth in the center, and then anybody that's tried to bale hay, chop hay, or make any feed whatsoever without any teeth in your pickup, it makes for a really interesting day. So I'm probably going to go through, I know I'm going to go through and replace all of the missing teeth. All of the teeth that are still there have earned a right to stay there. If they're bent, if they're missing a tooth, I will replace them. I want to go through and do a complete pickup rebuild, just to make sure that all the teeth are there. The outer teeth on each side, I do have some that are broken off. Those tend to get a little bit more of the stress because they're pulling in those big windrows that we made this summer off to the side of the pickup. When all those monster windrows that I was making, I mean, the windrows were wider than the pickup, and that heavy material does cause quite a bit of strain on those outside teeth. So we're going to get this backed in down at my place. We're going to go through to the teeth. I have not purchased the acid applicator yet. I am going to. It does mount on here somewhere. I don't know if it requires any welding, but I did avoid getting any water down in there, but hit it with the air hose, and the water was just to mainly get any of that really stuck on mud. You can see right here I missed a bunch, but for being December 23rd and being able to actually wash a bunch of this stuff off and not be freezing to death, I'm not even wearing overalls, is pretty impressive. So we're taking full advantage of it. The JCB, I didn't wash off the entire machine, but because we were using it for hauling out all that older manure, which was basically compost, almost in some spots like clay, I went through and cleaned off all the back of the tracks, all of the system. There's a lot of voids back in where you can't exactly get to with the pressure washer. If you actually just use the hose and just a regular water nozzle, I think you'd be all right. But I'm not going for perfection, because we'll use it once and it'll be packed right back full again. And that's destined for Ryan's place, because that has cows it has to feed. And I think we are going to at least try to downshift a little bit for the year, for the season. I mean, it's the end of the 2019 calendar year, so this is the latest we've ever actually been able to work. It's the latest that I've ever baled fodder before. I went out and we actually just baled up a bunch here like 2 hours ago. So I know there's a lot of stuff that we need to go through and get ready for hay season. Between the disc bind and this need to be rebuilt. I actually called on a 258 New Holland roller bar rake that turns out was already sold. So kind of a splurge purchase that I almost made, not looking for one, so don't bother sending me any links or any posts for any rigs, guys, because I'm not looking for them specifically. It was just a local one that I just figured it was worth calling on. But I think we're going to get that semi back in the shed. The dogs are, well, she's actually wanting to play with the water. We get semi backed in, and we're going to take the trailer, this, and the skid steer Bobcat down to my place and get that put away. So for anybody that is watching post Christmas, I mean, this is coming out the day after Christmas, so hope you guys had a good year. Hope you guys have a safe new year. I mean, it is what it is, but until next time, take care, take it easy, keep in touch. I'll talk to you guys later.